St. Patrick's Day may be over, but as long as McDonald's is still most likely serving their Shamrock Shake, and as long as Rita's is serving their much better mint milkshake, I'm still gonna rock this tie. Good morning and happy Monday, everybody. You know what? Normally I would say something how Monday is considered a drag, but you know what? I don't feel that way at all. Why? Because I'm just going to say this right now. This was probably the best weekend we've had in 2019 so far. Well, at least for me. But I'm sure, you know, St. Patrick's Day is a fun time for, you know, everyone. So, I mean, I haven't heard anything in the news about any sort of crazy, nonsensical shenanigans happening in my area. So, that's got to be a good thing, right? So, yeah. I actually wanted to wait until the weekend was over to show off a couple of things, just because through my 2 travels to Elmira, I actually have a few souvenirs. First things first, I have a shirt from when I ran the 10K on Saturday. If I can, well, actually, let me put this between my legs. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, got my shirt. It's a cutoff, you know, size large. I mean, did I get a large or an XL? Okay, it's an XL. Okay, I forgot what size I picked. I'm sorry. Let's see. I got a and from yesterday morning, I have. Hold on a second. A cup holder, or not a cup holder, a coaster, excuse me. It's a coaster. And a sticker. So, yeah. So, that was fun. And finally, the biggest thing, literally, is this poncho. Yep, I kept the poncho from yesterday. So, I have to tell you the story as to what was going on yesterday when we were making the human shamrock. I left my home at about 9 o'clock on the dot, roughly, right? And I knew that the event didn't start until around 10 o'clock, so I'm like, yeah, I've got time. I can. So I went shopping. I just got myself some mouthwash because I needed mouthwash, and then I immediately headed to Eldridge Park, specifically by way of the Woodlawn Avenue route. The back way where you see Eldridge Park, and you see that giant that giant black arch that says Eldridge Park on top. And okay, seriously though, I haven't been to Eldridge Park since like I was a senior in high school, because we went there for believe it or not, an archaeology class I had at Horseheads. And well, just like back in the day, you know, Eldridge Park still looks nice. In fact, it actually looks better because, believe it or not, way back when, Eldridge Park was actually a really famous, area. You know, it had like carnival rides and like a gondola sort of thing. Yeah, it was just an all-around really great place. But, you know, they really added a lot. They really rejuvenated, redid everything. It looks really nice there, I have to say. So anyway, I parked my car at the Woodlawn Avenue entrance. Believe it or not, though, I was worried, oh, I'm not going to find parking. But for whatever reason, some lady, moved her car. I'm like, why is she leaving? Wait, why am I asking questions? Go, 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 go. So, yeah, I ended up getting a nice parking spot. Got there around 9:35, 9:36 roughly. And so, you know, we got out of my car, you know, walked over to the baseball field where they actually painted a giant shamrock out of the chalk that you see for when you make the baseball diamond. It was in that kind of baseball field area. And so it was about, let's say I got there around 9:40 altogether. So first things first, I needed to grab a poncho, which I just showed you I have. So, no kidding, I don't think anyone really ever anticipated such a huge turnout, because I had gotten my poncho, and let's say I got my poncho at around maybe 9:45 roughly, somewhere in the ballpark of that area. And as soon as no kidding, a few minutes after I got my poncho, they ran out. So if if any of you guys who are watching this didn't get an opportunity to, participate, don't feel too bad. I mean, and for one thing, this was a world record. Unless you were there at the very beginning, your odds of getting a poncho were pretty slim. In fact, for lack of a better analogy, I just got really, really, really lucky that I got mine. Plus, as soon as it was, 10 o'clock, we started going to, 10 o'clock, we went to the baseball field, and that's what the majority of the time we were there for, because, believe it or not, they had 1,200 ponchos. And so, already we had technically broken the record. We just simply needed to form the thing and stay in position for about 5 minutes. And that took up the vast majority of the time, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, except it was really cold yesterday morning. Not as windy as Saturday was, but it was still pretty bad. I was one of the first people in the shamrock, and we had to, because first we formed the actual shape of the shamrock, and then after the shape was formed, then we let more people in to fill the inside. So 1,200 people all together, which broke the record. In fact, the original record was set in Dublin, Ireland, with 851 people, but we had 1,200 people, so we shattered the record in terms of both time and amount of people, because we stayed in position for more than 5 minutes. And so it was great. A lot of people are coming in, everyone's showing off their Irish hats and green. I was actually wearing this tie, but because I knew it was cold out, I had to wear several layers of sweatshirts and hoods and whatever. And no kidding, they actually showed it was either WETM or WNY that showed what happened yesterday, and I swear, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, because I'm holding basically the coaster and the sticker in my hand the entire time, because I was too stupid to know to put it in my pocket. So I swear, I think I can actually see my hand for a split second, and it's actually holding onto the coaster and the sticker. So that's pretty cool. If that's the case, then I can say I was on TV twice in one weekend. Actually, there was cameras everywhere. I'm positive I was probably on some form of media, yesterday. Which, even if it turns out that I never see if I ever was actually on any sort of footage that was, filmed, or any photos that were taken of what was going on, I'm okay with it. I participated in a world record. That's awesome. In fact, my ex-step-grandmother, I told you about her in the past, she actually texted me during the thing, so I couldn't answer her right away. And so I sent her a text back saying, funny enough, you texted me as I was participating in an attempt to form the world's largest shamrock formed by a group of people. So yes, this is a good day for me. She said, I hope you have a good day. So I said, yes, I am having a good day. So that was awesome. And let's be honest, because we live in a day and age of social media, there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of copies of the picture of the shamrock from up above. So all I had to do was just save a picture of that from Facebook via my phone, and I immediately texted that to my ex-step-grandmother, and no kidding, her response was, "Oh, my leprechaun." I'm so proud of you. So yeah, that was really nice. It was something really special. Interesting fact about where I was standing. I actually met two people who also ran the 10K that I ran on Saturday. There were two older people. Actually, I never did ask what their age group was, which, to be fair, you never really should ask someone's age. Well, in this case, it wouldn't be a bad idea to ask for someone's age just because they do it by age group. And so the gentleman I met was actually from Trumansburg, and he actually got second in his age group, which is cool because I got second in mine, which honestly is nothing short of a miracle because, I'm 29 years old. This is my last year to be in the age group that is 20 to 29. That being said, ages 20 to 29 is probably the most stacked age group there is. To be honest, I ended up getting 16th overall and second in my age group. I'm thinking two things. One, where is everybody? And two, did I really just do that? So, yeah, that was really nice. And the lady who was with that guy actually won her age group in the 10K. So, and she was from Elmira. So, yeah, met some nice people. That was really cool. And, there were drones flying everywhere. There was a guy playing Irish music on the guitar. You could hear the sound of bagpipes sometimes in the background, which I do love me the bagpipes. I do love bagpipes. I really do like the really obscure named or sounding instruments that you could only hear from in random periods of time, like the bagpipes or the accordion or the kazoo. That's actually the only one of them I know how to play. So yeah, this was a pretty good weekend overall. I know it's a little bit early to mention this, but I'm going to have a lot to remember and talk about when I get to the state of my being address coming in May. So that's going to be really cool. So yeah. Again, if for whatever reason you tried to participate yesterday, but you couldn't because they ran out of ponchos, honestly, you really shouldn't feel that bad because at the very least, you proved that you definitely were committing yourself to being part of something great in a fantastic community. Elmira doesn't get enough credit for being a good community. It's a great community. This whole area is, to be perfectly honest. B, it really was cold, so even if you got a poncho, you had to basically wait outside for an hour, and who wants to do that in the cold? And C, it took a lot longer than it probably should have for the shamrock to form, and even after the shamrock was formed, you have to wait even longer for the record to be held, so there were actually a lot more complications to what was going on than probably what everyone thought. And D, this is the kind of event where, I check my Facebook all the time. I learned about this event via Facebook. And, I knew it was going to be a big thing, and I wanted to participate in it, so, I went, but this is the sort of thing that was, it's a weird distinction being both undersold and oversold, because not a lot of people because believe it or not, there are a lot of people who don't use social media, so it's possible that that no one really would know about this unless it's via word of mouth. But if you do have but a lot of people also do use social media, so those are most likely the people who found out about the event in the first place. I'm sure I'm probably wrong about something like that, but yeah. Honestly, I'm just saying that I feel really comfortable saying this, ladies and gentlemen. This was not only the best St. Patrick's Day I've ever had. This has been the best weekend of. This was the best weekend of 2019 so far. And I mean, I can think of several weekends coming up in a few months that are definitely going to beat it, particularly in April and May and October. But yeah, look forward to those, huh? So like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use the support on YouTube. Follow me on the social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. As always, I am very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm very hopeful that we all have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if you guys don't want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear, and I will always have your back. Take care, and of course, make good choices.